Okay, what we're going to take a look at today is surface tension of water. And water is found in many different things: plants, humans, animals, clouds, rivers, streams, everywhere, even milk, which we'll be taking a look at today. And we're going to take a look at why water has this thing that we call surface tension. And here's basically why. We're going to take a look at the surface of water, and I'm going to look at it in a close-up view. We're going to look at the molecules of it. Of course, water is made of what two molecules? That's right, it's made of hydrogen. And how many of those are there? H2O, so there's two of those. And it's also made of oxygen. So these are hydrogens. And this is oxygen right here. And we call that H2O, or water. Well, when we look at water, of course, water is made up of hundreds of millions of molecules in a single drop. And what we also found out by studying chemistry over hundreds of years is that the hydrogen end of the water molecule, where the hydrogens are over here on this side, is positive. It has a positive charge. And the oxygen end has a negative charge. And because of that, it's called polarity, and because of that, water has some very unique properties. And we're going to take a look at those now. As you can imagine, the positives and negatives attract, and negative negative and positive positive repels. So if we look at a water molecule here, it's together with other water molecules. The hydrogens are here. This oxygen is attracted to the hydrogen of another water molecule over here. And this hydrogen here is attracted to the oxygen of a water molecule here. And so on. And I'm drawing little dashed lines to represent attraction. And so on and so forth. So these attractions right here, they actually have a name. It's called a hydrogen bond. Hydrogen bond. Because they're attracted to each other here. And there's some here, and there's some hydrogen bonds here. Now, because of that, and you can imagine that this right here, this is the surface of the water. Let's get a different color here. This is the surface of the water. And that surface of the water has water molecules there. And down below here, there's other molecules that are attracted down here. So there's some attraction here, and so on. There's other water molecules down here inside the water, but up here there's just air. Up here there's just air. And so what happens is that more of the water molecules are pulled down. They're actually pulled down and attracted to all of the water molecules that are within the water, but there's no attraction up here in the air. And so those molecules right on the surface, they kind of bend in. And they bend in and form a tight, tough surface. So, surface of the water. And that surface of the water is called surface tension. Tension. Tension is when you try to pull something apart. And because of that surface tension, water can actually be very tough on the outside, but more flowing on the inside. That's why if an animal falls from a tree into a pond from very, very high up, it can actually hurt. Or if you are on a giant swing falling into a pond and you do a belly flop, that's why it hurts, because the surface of the water acts almost like a solid, because the water molecules are pulling inwards and forming a hard surface on the water. And we're going to investigate some of the properties of surface tension in the next few lab experiments that we do in class. All right, that's it for today.